All right, guys, so one thing I haven't shown you yet is an entire workout. What does an entire push workout look like for me? Well, you're about to find out. Usually in the vlogs, you're only seeing a quick part of my workout, like just bench or just squats or just deadlifts, or maybe even some push days you've seen like the first 3 exercises. So let me explain how my push day kind of goes. I start with 3 base movements, 1 for chest, which is the flat bench that you're seeing right now, 1 for shoulders, and 1 for triceps. Lately, that's been flat bench, overhead press, and some type of a close grip movement, but as you'll see, that kind of wasn't how today went. We're getting into working sets now. These are touch and go reps. Before I dieted down to my current weight, which is about 208, I was doing 360 for touch and go sets of 5 reps. And I've certainly lost some strength, as you can see here. These are really it's a grind. These are grinder sets. I probably shouldn't have even gone 335 looking back on it. I probably should have done like 325 for triples. But I probably was trying to show off for you guys and go as heavy as I possibly could. And I just think that wasn't maybe necessarily the smartest idea for the workout here today, just because I think I ended up only doing, as you'll see here, 3 working sets of flat bench, and they were just such a grind. So I moved on from flat bench to overhead press, and to be honest with you guys, I really need to work on my overhead press strength, but really just my shoulder strength in general. I would consider my shoulders to probably be the weakest muscle group in my body. On my body. As you'll see here, this is the first working set of 175, and I kind of didn't know where I was strength-wise because of how much of a grind 335 on flat bench was, and I just barely got this last rep. That was much more of a grind than even the flat bench was. So I decreased the weight. I went down to 160 pounds, much more manageable for triples, and really what I should have done to start. I shouldn't have even attempted the 175. But like I said, there's probably a little bit of trying to show off for you guys. I ended up doing 4 sets of 160 at an overhead press, just so you guys know. Then I moved on to what I considered my tricep workout for the day, my base tricep workout, which was floor presses. And I just started doing floor presses maybe a couple of months ago. Really have been enjoying them a lot, guys. If maybe you haven't been doing floor presses or you've never done floor presses, I think they are great, not just for triceps, but great for chest, great for shoulders. This is in my opinion, probably the ultimate push day movement. And once again, 315 was heavy as all heck. But I dropped the weight just like I did with the overhead press and realized, you know what, that's not gonna happen today. Once again, I didn't really know where I was strength-wise because of how much of a grind the original bench press workout was, and then overhead press, I overestimated some things, obviously. So I think I ended up just staying at 295 for 3 or 4 sets of 3. Anyways, guys, if I'm not doing floor presses for my base tricep exercise, then usually I'm going to be doing some type of a close grip bench press, or I'll do heavy dips. Dips is another one of those exercises that I really love to do on push day. I just think it's another one of those ultimate push day exercises because you get your shoulders, your triceps, and your chest involved in that exercise, and I love doing them. Didn't do them today. After the floor presses, I ended up doing these chicken wing shoulder side raises. That's what I call them. I just call them chicken wings, but I looked it up on bodybuilding.com, and according to bodybuilding.com, this exercise is called power partials. So who knew? But I did drop sets here, starting with 50 pounds. Then I went to 40, as you see on the screen. And then I went to 30 pounds. These are sets to 10 reps. So I start doing a little bit more hypertrophy after my first base 3 exercises. And as you see, the first 2 of these chicken wings were definitely not as strict form-wise, but as I get lower, and I tend to do this with a lot of the hypertrophy movements at this point in the workout, I'll get more strict, focus on squeezing the whatever muscle I'm trying to work, in this case shoulders, and really just focusing on the pump. And also guys, after every one of those chicken wing power partial drop sets, I was supersetting close grip bench press with those. Again, to 10 reps, just like I was doing the chicken wing side raises. And even if this doesn't end up being my base exercise, some type of a close grip exercise works its way into my routine somehow. I love close grip bench press. I think it's one of the best exercises you can do, not only for chest, but also for triceps. And it's just a great push day movement. So those are definitely always somehow in my push day program. After those two, I did 3 sets of those. And after those 2 exercises were done, I moved on to bent over rear delt rows. Never did these again up until a couple of months ago, and I did drop sets of them. It was 60 pounds like you'd seen, and now I'm moving on to 35. But I never realized how great they are, not only for rear delts. I wanted to start doing more rear delt work in my program because, to be honest with you guys, I do a lot of pushing movements, but not a whole lot of like side raises or even rear delt stuff. Really great for your traps. That movement, you'll notice your traps will probably be sore the day after or 2 days after you do that exercise. If you don't have those in your program, give it a shot. I really like them, like surprisingly really like them, and I just started doing them 2 months ago. Finished the entire workout with some drop sets of just some V-bar pull downs, and this is a pretty common way that I like to end my workout, some type of machine work like this.